Should you be worried about buying investments at the end of the year? I'm Mark Sabrin. Let's dig into it. It's the beginning of December and Bob has just purchased a rental property from his brother. Now, how unfair would it be if Bob had to pay tax on all of the rental income that his brother earned during the year? Fortunately, that's not the case, but this can happen when you buy investments in a non-registered account. Today, we're going to look at the dangers of buying an investment in your non-registered account at the end of the year. Several mutual funds and ETFs pay out distributions made up of dividends and capital gains at the end of the year. Now, if you own these investments in a non-registered account, a portion of these distributions may be taxable to you. You might be asking, why do these funds pay out distributions if investors are going to have to pay tax on them? These distributions are paid out because if they weren't, then the funds themselves would have to pay tax on them, and they are taxed at the highest personal tax rate. Most investors are taxed at a lower marginal tax rate, resulting in less taxes overall being paid. So it's actually in the best interest of investors to pay the tax personally because the fund should have better performance. However, if you know that this tax bill is coming, you might want to avoid buying non-registered investments at the end of the year. Let's run through an example. Connie has been following the XYZ fund for several months and it has been performing great all year. She's decided to purchase $500,000 of XYZ fund on December 1st. Now, since Connie purchased the XYZ fund, it hasn't performed and her investment has fallen to $475,000. Also, on December 30th, the XYZ fund paid out a distribution of $15,000 made up of capital gains and dividends. So at this point, Connie's investment is down $25,000 and she must now pay tax on that $15,000 distribution. Now, even though these gains and dividends were generated before Connie owned the fund, she will still need to pay tax on that distribution. It's one thing to pay taxes when you've made money, but it hurts even more if you haven't made any. Before buying a mutual fund or ETF at the end of the year, it's important to know whether or not it will pay a distribution. You might be better off waiting until that distribution is paid so you don't have to pay taxes on someone else's profit. Now, if you're buying investments within your TFSA, RSP, or any other registered account, you don't need to worry about this because those distributions won't be taxable. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hit that subscribe button and we'll see you next time.